Tetanus is a dangerous nerve ailment that actually is caused by a toxin from a bacterial spore that is found in soil. This bacterial spore will stay in the soil for up to 40 years. Spores are taken up into the blood and are moved inward toward the spine. It results in sustained contractions or notable lockjaw. An estimated 1 million infants die of tetanus in developing countries each year because of poor hygiene. Since the 1970s, when the vaccine was introduced, only about 50 cases per year were documented and reported in the United States. Varicella, or chickenpox, is an acute infection that's transmitted respiratory. It's airborne. Children usually have mild symptoms, but adults have a more severe disease. And complications usually are very infrequent with a healthy child, but infants under the age of 1 or young adults 15 years old and older become very complicated. Actually, adults have a 35% death rate from chickenpox. Pre-vaccine, 4 million people developed the disease. 11,000 people were hospitalized, and between 100 and 150 people died. The vaccine was licensed in 1995. Since then, there's been a decrease in hospitalizations by 70%, a decrease in deaths by 88%. Varicella is still an endemic worldwide problem. All susceptible travelers are at risk. Polio is a crippling, potentially deadly infectious disease caused by the polio virus. It causes paralysis. It's spread by an infected person's feces touching somebody's mouth. In 1955, there were over 28,000 cases of polio and over 1,000 deaths that year. In 1955, the vaccine came into place, and then by 1961, the rate for polio dropped by 96% in the United States. Wow. Because of the widespread vaccination, polio was considered eliminated from the Western Hemisphere in 1994. But however, in 2016, Afghanistan and Pakistan actually have polio outbreaks and occasionally spreading to neighboring countries. Influenza, or the flu, is a contagious respiratory illness. It can cause mild to severe illness. It's spread by droplets from coughing and sneezing. Illness can result in hospitalizations and death, mainly in high-risk groups, such as the very young, the very old, or the chronically ill. Worldwide, estimated 3 to 5 million cases of severe illness and 250,000 to 500,000 deaths per year from the flu. In 1938, the first vaccine was introduced against the flu, and the flu vaccine purification has continued to be improved. Other diseases that are prevented with vaccination are hepatitis A, hepatitis B, the HIV, and the pneumonia. Diseases and illnesses persist and even cause death because many people do not receive vaccinations. Think back when you knew someone that had chickenpox, the flu, pneumonia, whooping cough. Do you remember how sick they were? Now, think about if they were healthy individuals prior to that, how they probably recovered pretty quickly and had no complications. But not everybody's as lucky as that. Do any of you choose not to receive the flu shot every year? One person can spread the disease and illness and affect many people. Many of these people just do not recover. People choose not to vaccinate themselves and their children for various reasons. People are concerned about the potential side effects, the cost, and some just don't have the time.